this is Amrita. In today's video, we'll be discussing about Cost Accountants course, where we will cover the major questions of the course, that is the eligibility, duration, stages, the role, fees, salary, and also the foreign scope of this course. So firstly, to know about cost accountants, we shall first know what is ICAI, that is the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, which was previously known as the Institute of Cost and Works Accountants of India. This a premier statutory professional accountancy body in India with the object of promoting, regulating, and developing the profession of cost and management accountancy. It recommends the cost accounting standards to be followed by company in India. So what is the duration to complete this course in India? It is usually of 3 years, which also includes 6 months of training. And the eligibility to enter into this course is any candidate who have passed their 12th standard from any stream. It might be science, commerce or arts, and there is no percentage criteria to enter into this course. So what is the role that a cost accountant or a cost management accountant have to perform? He'll be known as one among the top level management. He have to analyze the risk, that is he acts as risk analyst, the stock audit, and also have to take care about GST audit. He can either go and work under any company or he can practice his own career. Now coming to the stages which have to be cleared by a candidate in order to be known as a cost accountant. So there are usually 3 stages, that is CMA foundation stage, CMA intermediate stage, and CMA final stage. So let's move on with one by one. First stage, that is CMA foundation stage. The eligibility to enter this is 12th pass in any stream, that is science, commerce or arts. Any candidate who have passed their 12th without any percentage criteria can enter into CMA foundation stage. And the syllabus to be covered here is fundamental of accounting, fundamental of economics and management, fundamental of law and ethics, fundamental of mathematics and statistics. All these 4 papers majorly consumes of the syllabus which is covered already in your 11th and 12th standard, which you have studied in commerce stream. So fundamental of accounting, it covers nearly 70 to 80% of the accounts which you have already studied in your PU. Economics and management and maths and statistics also covers the syllabus which you have studied in PU. The only thing which will be add on here is the law and ethics paper, and it is pretty easy for any candidate who have studied commerce in 11th and 12th to tackle this foundation exam. Now coming to the passing criteria and exam pattern. Each individual paper have to be secured with 40% and the aggregate, that is the total mark, should be of 50% in order to pass this exam. And these exams are held twice in a year, that is in the month of June and in the month of December. Each paper carries 100 marks, so the total marks which you will have to attend in foundation stage is of 400. Now coming to the second stage, that is CMA intermediate stage. The eligibility to enter into this stage is any candidate who have secured or who have cleared their CMA foundation can enter into intermediate stage, or any candidate who have secured or who have cleared CS foundation exams can enter into this, or the candidate who have cleared intermediate course in CA. It is not foundation, it is the intermediate course completed in CA. These candidates can also enter into CMA intermediate course, or the students who have completed their graduation can enter into intermediate course. So now the graduation thing is, the person who have completed their graduation is need not necessary to give their foundation exams. They can directly enter into CMA intermediate course. So coming to the syllabus of CMA intermediate course. So the candidates have to give their intermediate exams in two groups. That is, the syllabus is divided into two groups, Group 1 and Group 2. Group 1 covers the subjects of financial accounting, law and ethics, direct taxation, and cost accounting. First paper, financial accounting, majorly covers the syllabus which you have already studied in your graduation if you have done in commerce stream. That is, you will be studying about departmental accounts, branch accounts, joint venture, etc. Coming to law and ethics, you will be studying about in-depth law and ethics paper which you have already written or which you have already cleared in your foundation stage of CMA. Third paper, direct taxation, covers major concepts of IT, that is income tax. And fourth paper is of cost accounting, that is, you will be studying about costing under various methods. Now coming to Group 2. Group 2 covers 4 papers, that is operational management and strategic management. Second paper is cost and management accounting and financial management, indirect taxation, company accounts and audit. These are the two groups which you will have to cover, which you will have to clear in your intermediate course. Coming to the passing criteria and exam pattern, each individual paper have to be secured with 40% of marks. On an aggregate, it must be of 50%. Exams is conducted twice a year, that is in the month of June and in the month of December. Both the groups can be cleared at once. That is, both the groups you can clear it at once. You can take both the group and clear it. Or you can take one after the other. First group you can clear, then you can go to the second group, or vice versa. You can take second group, clear it, and then first group. It is left to you. You can take anyways. And each paper carries 100 marks. Coming to the final stage, that is CMA final stage, it also consists of two groups. First group is of corporate law and compliance. Second paper, strategic financial management. Third paper, strategic cost management, that is usually deals with decision making. Fourth paper consists of direct tax laws and international taxation. Group 2 consists of corporate financial reporting, indirect tax laws and practices, cost and management auditing, strategic performance management, and business valuation. So again, the passing criteria here is individual paper 40% and on an aggregate it must be 50%. Exams are conducted twice in a year, that is in the month of June and December. Both the groups can be cleared at a time or one after the other. Each paper carries 100 marks. So once you are done with all these, you will clear your CMA theoretical exams which you will have to write. Coming to the training period. Usually the training period is of 3 years, but it is split into 2. 6 months of mandatory training have to be done after you clear your intermediate course. That is, after intermediate course and before finals, you will have to take up 6 months training course. Later you can take your final exams. After final exams, you will have to again take up 2.5 years of training. Usually scholars suggest that after finals 2.5 years of training which you have, you can work under any firm, and on working you can show the working period itself as your training period and get the membership in ICAI institution. And during this training period, you'll be paid with 8,000 to 10,000. So this is all about your training period. Now coming to the fee structure. Fee structure for foundation course is 4,000, intermediate course is 20,000, and for final course it is 17,000. So on an aggregate it is 41,000. Now salary. The salary of a cost management accountant is nearly, or on an average it is 8.8 lakhs per annum. This can be taken as an initial pay. As you get expertised in this field, you'll be paid in a huger amount than this. Coming to the foreign scope. In order to work in any other abroad countries as a cost and management accountant, you will have to write a course, or you will have to clear a course which is known as CMA US in order to get a job in US or any other foreign countries. The details of CMA US course will be put up in the next video, including the syllabus which covers the entire details of CMA US course. So this was all about cost and management accountant course in India, where I have covered all the aspects which is to be known in order to take up this course. If there is any doubts or any queries, you can ask me in the comment section. Hope you all liked this video and it was helpful. If the video was helpful, please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video.